Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. There's no two bones about it. We've been playing not so fantastically lately. But you know what Winston Churchill said? No, not something about brandy and cigars. Or something vaguely racist that was probably socially okay back in the 1930s. If you're going through hell, keep going. You know, we don't want to be mired here forever. We have two choices. We could go for a Isaac kill, unlock some of the more cathedral-y unlocks, or we could go for a Satan kill on Blue Baby, which has been so tedious. I can't live without a Satan kill on every character. Satan used to be like the joke. Now, I can't seem to string together the kind of run that would necessarily make it work. Q4KD, quoted for Craft Dinner, Angry Joe says K. There you go. There's your Angry Joe endorsement of Craft Dinner. How do you feel about that, Joe? Okay? Alright. Craft Dinner is a weird Canadianism. I guess you just call it like instant macaroni and cheese in the US. It's something I never considered or in the rest of the world. We call it Craft Dinner. Is that Satanic Bible? Reusable evil. So I'm assuming that Satanic Bible gives you a black card every time you use it, like a weird Book of Revelations. Okay, it seems like that's exactly what it does. Good to know. That seems really good as Blue Baby. That seems like an item that could actually carry us the same way Book of Revelations does. I've got to be honest, though. I don't really like Craft Dinner. When I say Craft Dinner, I'm referring to Craft Instant Macaroni and Cheese with the nuclear orange goo powder. I'm not trying to say that it's bad. I eat a lot of bad food. Lunch meat straight out of the fucking crisper. You don't put it in the crisper. You put it in like the weird meat and cheese section in your fridge, which, you know, adults are supposed to use, but I've not gotten around to yet. But still, it kind of grosses me out a little bit. We got to get the F out of here, by the way. So how do we make this run work? Well, I guess the easiest way would be to get more items that augment Satanic Bible. I mean, it's way too early to tell how this item is, but it seems like a Book of Revelations without... Well, first off, it gives you black hearts, which are almost objectively better than Spirit Hearts. Maybe even objectively better than Spirit Hearts. I just don't want to say anything definitive without knowing 100% for sure. Plus, it doesn't give you the effects of fighting the Horsemen of the Apocalypse, which honestly, I think the Horsemen of the Apocalypse dropping cubes of meat... I know there's a tinted rock there, by the way. The effects of the Horsemen of the Apocalypse dropping cubes of meat is actually worse in Rebirth. At least I feel that way right now, as a result of the fact that there's so many more damage upgrades in the boss room pool. Magic Mushroom, Cat o' Nine Tails, Blood Clot, etc., etc. I think there's a lot more items that actually give you, like, very useful statistical upgrades. So a single orbital, it doesn't seem that good. So I actually think Satanic Bible, at least on face value here, might be an awful lot better than Book of Revelations, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, we don't really have any idea, because I've only had this item for about 7 minutes. Get off my back, Dad! You know, I don't need to be making career decisions of what I want to do with my life. I'm only 28. I'm not actually 28. I'll be honest with you, I chose an age that was older than mine to make my own, you know, professional YouTubing here seem like a little bit less shameful, but I'm not actually ashamed of it, I'm just cracking a joke. We do want to do this, but maybe, like... What am I waiting for? Let's do it right now. Sure, we got a Spirit Heart out of it and 2 actual bombs. So you were probably thinking, hey, you know, smart-ass Northernlion, what are you gonna say? You're not fighting Monstro on floor 2 because you fought him on floor 1. Sucks to your ass, Mar dog. Check this shit out. Monstro on floor 2. There will never be a run in The Binding of Isaac Rebirth where you don't fight Monstro on floor 2. It's Monstro's Law. It joins the hallowed halls of the Supreme Court of Northernlion, along with Lion's Law regarding the family feud, and of course Sandler's Law regarding the very predictable film trajectory of Adam Sandler and the relationships that you can devise about people as a result of that. Anyway, Monstro's Law. Much better than Brosnan's Law. Which is, if you think Pierce Brosnan is the best Bond, you're between the ages of 21 and 35. Anyway. Look, I think Sean Connery's the best Bond. Daniel Craig's second best Bond. I don't want to get into a debate about it because why debate, you know, whether the sky is blue? Seems like just masturbatory, right? But I get into these discussions sometimes because I'm friends with people like Josh and, you know, Michael A.L. Fox, who think that Pierce Brosnan is the best Bond, and they're like, well, you know, GoldenEye. You know, dude, I'll sit with you on that one. GoldenEye is dope. It's probably like a top 5 Bond movie overall. Maybe even higher. I could see it being some people's favorite, and I wouldn't even be, like, perturbed by that. Personally, I'm a little bit more of a Goldfinger kind of guy, but that's okay. Casino Royale's up there as well. But in any case, yeah, GoldenEye. And in response to that, I would say, what about Tomorrow Never Dies? And you go, oh, it's not that bad. And then you say, okay, what about The World Is Not Enough? And they go, well, you know, at least Denise Richards is pretty. And that's pretty much like the only redeeming factor there. And then you say, what about Die Another Day? And you're like, okay, yeah, fuck, Die Another Day is just straight up trash. But then they'll say, oh, what is this? Oh, Spider Babby, right. So, I believe that enemies explode into spiders when they die sometimes. Also, that's one hell of a spider bite there. But, people will say, well, Pierce Brosnan wasn't in the best Bond movies, but he was still the best Bond. And that's where I just am like, what the fuck are you talking about, you know? I mean, I get where you're coming from here, you know? There can be superstar players on shit teams. That being said, I think people that age, oh my god, only think that Pierce Brosnan is the best Bond because he was their definition of Bond when they grew up. And maybe I'm being unfair there, I don't know. I'm gonna stop taking so much damage, I hope, because it's not going fantastically right now. But I'm happy to have gotten Spider Babby, even though I don't totally understand it. It's not Spider Babby, it's Spider Baby, I know. I like to pronounce things funny sometimes because it's a comedic crutch. What can I say? That was a super easy boss fight there, obviously. Just one bomb sorted it out. Hopefully we can get something great in here. Offensively great, little Brimstone. Yeah, that's definitely the best of the ones available here. I gotta take it. By the way, don't think I haven't noticed all the comments. Blow up the angel statues. Fuck the devil rooms. Blow up the angel statues. I get it. I get it. We gotta blow up the angel statues to make some progress. Let me take it at my own pace, man. You know, earlier today, this will tell you how long my backlog is. It's like a day and a half now, I guess. Edmund, well, I guess yesterday, Edmund and Tyrone went on Vinesauce, which is another, you know, gaming content creators thing, and they expressed some disappointment, to put it mildly, with how, like, all the secrets in Isaac had been data mined. And then the reaction to all those, you know, their reaction was, well, if you didn't want the secrets to be data mined, then you shouldn't have put them in the achievements, blah, blah, yeah, okay. So I think in this case, everybody's right, okay? If you didn't want all the secrets in the game to be data mined, you should hide them better, I guess. Somehow, I don't know how you do that. But also, you know, I sympathize with Ed and Tyrone, who spent, like, months and months, you know, not even months and months, like a year, putting these secrets in the game, and then they think, oh, it's gonna be cool, like, people are gonna discover these, and it's gonna be traded around like an urban legend, and eventually the secrets will come out, and yada yada. But, you know, I kind of, like I said, I sympathize with both, but I'm trying to keep the game unspoilt for myself. Not unspoiled like it would ruin the game if I knew it, but unspoilt like, you know, I want to learn as many of the secrets as possible for myself. Yes, I know there's one absurd level secret of the game that I will never figure out for myself, but at least let me get to the point where that's like the last thing remaining before I look it up. So, you know, I'm not part of the community, and I'm glad this part of the community exists, by the way, because otherwise idiots like me would never be able to 100% these games. But I'm not part of the community that's like, let's figure out all the secrets and you know, be done with this game as quickly as possible. We're in this for the long haul, man. I'm gonna be playing this game for a long time. I don't think there's a rush to necessarily be, for me at least, to be the first person to figure X out, or even, you know, in the first 10% of people or something like that. I just want to, I'm gonna play the game at my own pace. If I, you know, want something to be spoiled, I'll ask for it, or I'll seek out that help in other ways. I do appreciate the people who are trying to be helpful, and I don't think anybody's necessarily being malicious by, you know, coming out with all these spoilers and stuff, and, you know, blow up the angel statues. I do appreciate that feedback. I think it comes from a good place. That being said, just recognize that at the same time, I'm going to be tackling it a little slower than probably your cobalt streaks and stuff like that, because that's just the kind of player I am, player. So, we're going to fight the boss here. It's Peep. Peep shouldn't be too bad. Why don't you pick up the battery and get Satanic Bible charged up? Because right now, that is only worth half of a Satanic Bible charge. If I wait until I get a legitimate Satanic Bible charge, then it'll be worth a full Satanic Bible charge. It's the kind of thing that may actually not matter depending on the size of the floor, but it may matter. I'm actually feeling pretty good about this run so far. Magnet is, you know, actually the Magnet's maybe a little bit better in Rebirth on the surface at least, because seems like there's more rooms where consumables kind of get stuck on the other side of the room. So that's evil range, shot speed up. Hey, I'm happy with it. Happy-ish at least. But yeah, because there's more rooms where it seems like consumables are kind of far away, like that one could have been, for example, I think it's a little bit better, maybe. But anyway, I'm happy with this run so far as well. Let's be honest, it's Little Brimstone. Were it not for Little Brimstone, we would be in a bit trickier of a position. I shouldn't say I'm happy to have the Magnet, by the way. I would much prefer a lot of other items from our item room, but it's at least half decent. But yeah, Little Brimstone's hooking us up from a damage perspective. We seem pretty survivable as a result of Satanic Bible, and I think we've got a pretty good chance, if we continue to kind of scale upwards, of beating Satan on this run. Maybe. I haven't been to our shop yet, so our shop is actually pretty important for us. I think the shops are very interesting now. I still have not yet decided how I feel about kind of the hierarchy of items contained therein. Traditionally, I'm like, I want Nun's Habit, 9-volt, compass, or battery in here right now. And we get Nun's Habit, and I think, you know, the Nun's Habit is really kind of a no-brainer pickup when you're dealing with an item like this, where, you know, every time you get hit, we'll basically just put that charge in the bank, and we'll be able to get more evil hearts as a result. Anyway, we're probably not going to be playing blood banks on it anytime soon, but I think it's still pretty good. Let's see what we got going on down here. Probably not justifiable right now. We'll take a quick look for secret rooms. So there could be one like here. Secret room generation, I still haven't looked up the rules on. I will at some point, but again, let me work it out myself, you know? I think it could be here. Okay, I really wish that it were there, not just so we'd save a bomb, but so that it would confirm that that's where you place bombs on large secret rooms in order to figure out where the secret room is. Alrighty then. That is unfortunate, I guess, for us. Let's move along. I have seen secret rooms, by the way, even on floors where there's a location that borders 3 secret rooms. I've seen it show up on like a room that only borders 2 rooms. Not borders 3 secret rooms, borders 2 rooms. Curse of the Maze. Not my favorite curse. But what is, right? None of the curses are really good. We may go to that boss trap room. I wish if it had an item, I wish it displayed that item. That's all I'm going to say about that. But for now, it's a good run. I think we're in a pretty good position. We don't have a faith upgrade or anything, so that spirit heart drop is pretty much just exceptionally lucky, I guess. And I gotta be honest with you, I think Satanic Bible is quite alright. Seriously, pop up. I know I'm shooting him. It's because I want to keep a Little Brimstone charged. Alright, charge the other direction, then come back. Worked fine. It's not really one of those bombastic, you know, super synergy runs. But that's okay. Sometimes it's nice to just have a quiet run. You know, not everybody needs to be Nicky Lauda. You need chartered professional accountants as well. Anarchist Cookbook. Even if Satanic Bible is shit, it would have to be in a new league of shit to be as bad as Anarchist Cookbook. And Anarchist Cookbook actually provides a good segue. Ooh, that was scary. I'm getting better about that bad habit of just immediately walking into spikes. He says as he walks into spikes. But this was productive spike walking. Paralysis, not so good. And health down. That sucks pretty hard. But anyway, maybe a little bit less catastrophic than it would be on a regular run. But anyway, I was on the Binding of Isaac subreddit, and it was like a PSA, which I don't know if you can really call it a PSA because it was just one dude's opinion, but anyway, it was a PSA, quote unquote, about nerfs. And it basically had the sentiment that, you know, stop calling for nerfs. The game is designed so that you have to be OP to beat it, and so that, and I don't want to be in this room, I want to be in this room, yeah. And the other thing that I thought was a really good kind of counterpoint to the idea that, look, oh, Dark Bum needs to be nerfed, oh, you know, Brimstone needs to be nerfed or something like that. The counterpoint is, you know, there's so many shit items in the game that it does kind of provide, a balance to have OP items. And especially before you have the D6, you know, I think you're just as likely to get a shit item as you are to get a good one. Or, you know, I don't know the exact figures, but, you know, the thing is, I guess, that makes it a little bit the counter argument to that is that you only really need one OP item to compensate for several, like, shitty items. So Whipworm is like I think it's a shot speed up. I don't know that it's good, but I think it's better than not having any trinket, I guess. Which is, not something you can say for all the worm trinkets in the game. But anyway, so I'm kind of two minds about it. There are items that are a little bit overpowered. I guess the question is whether or not them being overpowered is bad, and that's sort of a matter of opinion. I like the idea that there's OP combinations in the game, and I think especially the new unlock tracks in Rebirth, you know, like the lamb, for example. Part of the reason I suck at those is because I'm new at them, and part of the reason that I suck at those is because they're actually hard. You almost need to be OP. That was bad damage. You almost need to be OP in order to beat the game. It doesn't seem like it's really that feasible anymore to just have a decent run and make it work. Oh, this is our first time getting Chad, I think. And true to form, like in vanilla, Chad shows up on a Blue Baby run. But this gives me a chance to finally get his name right. And I did it. So yeah, I'm of two minds about it. I'm interested to see how people feel about it, but I don't think Rebirth is in need of a rebalancing at all. I've been getting my ass kicked. What do you mean little Chad's appeared in the basement? I just got him right there. And we're not going to take anything here. I don't think Rebirth's in need of a rebalancing at all. And people are like, well, it's really easy to become Guppy. It's too easy to become Guppy. I think we need to see some data on that, because anecdotal evidence is not cutting it for me. On like 3 of my first 5 runs or something, I became Guppy, and then I'll admit I was a little knee-jerk and was like, it's too easy to become Guppy. But as more and more, you know, runs have been done here, I've kind of come to the conclusion that maybe it's not too easy to become Guppy. I very, very rarely become Guppy anymore. And, you know, maybe that's a fallacy as well. Maybe that's anecdotal. Maybe I had really good luck in those first few episodes where I became Guppy, or maybe I'm having really bad luck now, and, you know, maybe Guppy is too easy. I'm just saying, you know, on a game of this scale, you need kind of more than just anecdotal evidence. You need some hard data if we can get it. And I'm assuming that the people who have that hard data, because they put the numbers into the game, are the people that you should really be trusting when it comes to whether or not something needs a nerf or a rebalancing or yada yada. Anyway, down to the next floor. HP's good. Damage is, you know, it's okay. But the fact that we're on Necropolis is starting to scare me a little bit. Really hoping we get a good deal with the devil that allows me to trade some spirit hearts for some high damage. You know, Brimstone, Mom's Knife, Pact, Mark. At some point, survivability doesn't cut it anymore. Because of the HP cap, something like Dark Bum, which would maybe allow us to win the run in vanilla because we could just get so many spirit hearts that nothing could kill us. That may not apply here in Rebirth, thanks to the HP cap, which I think is good. Alright, the Haunt is dead. People have asked me, what's your least favorite enemy in Rebirth so far? I think there's a case to be made that, you know, the Haunt is it. It depends. Like, it depends how strong you are. If you're really strong, who gives a shit about the Haunt? Who gives a shit about any enemy, I guess? Oh, that's bad damage, but at least I can get, yeah, another 1/6 of a Satanic Bible charge by using that appropriately. But, yeah, I think Haunts are up there. The red Diglets that shoot are up there. Not just Haunts, but mini Haunts as well. The red Diglets that shoot in the womb, they always seem to pop up, like, right freaking next to you. What are you doing over here? You should get sucked in by that thing. Alright, let's run and then come back, actually, because those skulls could have something useful. They didn't, but they could have. One of these is a library and one of these is a shop. You know what? We have enough keys that I'm actually going to check, so I'll come back into this room for like the 3rd time. Alright, this is our shop, and it's not super useful for us right now. We haven't had very much money over the course of the entire run. That's okay. It is because we bought Nun's Habit. It was a good pickup. As far as, like, mini-bosses go, or, like, regular bosses even, fucking Polycephalus, man. Polycephalus is my dingle, which is a sentence that would not have made sense to me, like, 6 months ago, but, anyway. Polycephalus is the boss that everyone else seems to think is easy, and I'm like, this guy's a piece of garbage. He hits me so often, and I feel bad about it, because everyone's like, he's easy. I don't think he is easy, chat. I think he's kind of tricky, actually. You know, he's no lamb, but I think he's a little tougher than people give him credit for. Especially if you get like one of them on a small room. He can just stay underground for like minutes. Oh, there's... I hate this room. I love to hate it, but I hate it because I've never expect there to be these rocks in the corner. Puberty. Well, it's not so bad. This is the, like, exact definition of a risk-reward room. We get 1 spirit heart. That allows us to survive, or at least, you know, consider this room a positive if we only get hit once or twice. Or 0 times, of course. I think we're going to be able to do it. It really is Little Brimstone. And again, I can't stress enough, Little Brimstone is an item that can carry you, but it can't carry you forever. I think it can carry you up until the mom fight, and then past that point, it's almost the worst damage there. Past that point, you gotta, hopefully you've leveraged Little Brimstone into something that can help you out a little bit more offensively. I do wish Little Brimstone, by the way, allowed us to shoot these fires. It doesn't. I can't believe there's only 1 of those enemies there. I think that might be like the first time in 10 runs that I've seen a room that only has 1 of the hands. Alright, this item room is potentially big. We're still ahead of the curve on the run. I mean, you can see we're doing pretty well on Necropolis here. But that can change pretty quickly. X-ray goggles. That's not really what I'm looking for. But a greed fight could give us enough money to get something from the shop, but I don't want to give up Satanic Bible. I want to pick up something that makes Satanic Bible better. But you can see Little Brimstone pretty much dismantled greed there. We'll do some backtracking because I do want to see if we can find our second secret room prior to the boss fight. Might as well do it now because if I procrastinate, then after I fight the boss, I could either forget, or it's very easy to say like, oh, I'm not actually like that interested in finding the second secret room. Second secret rooms aren't even good in Rebirth, yada yada. We'll do our due diligence. It's not like, yeah, it's not like we're going to be worried about getting the boss rush mode on this run anyway. A, we're going kind of slowly, and B, we're not that powerful, and C, we already have the boss rush mode unlocked as, or we've already beaten it once as Blue Baby, so who cares? It's not, okay, so it's probably later on. We will check out our library. I can't imagine any book really being better for me, but I was going to say Book of Revelation showing up is good, because maybe it'll give us an orbital, and it gives us a spirit heart, which is basically the same effect as Satanic Bible, but it was fully charged, so fine by me. I'm going to use 2 of clubs. And you know what? I might as well take the tower card with us. On certain bosses, like if we end up fighting the Husk or something like that, it could allow us to do pretty well. I'm feeling pretty good about my decisions on this run so far. Not that we've had too many to make, but, you know, I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling sharp. Feeling like we got a pretty decent chance at making this run work. Another one with only 1 of them, huh? Wheel of Fortune? Eh. Ooh. Okay. It's weird, but maybe acceptable. Yeah, so I figured we would be fighting a Horseman of the Apocalypse. We're fast enough, and I think Little Brimstone is good enough that we really only have to watch out for these bombs on the early sections, and after those bombs get taken care of, or after the first section of the fight gets taken care of, Little Brimstone will be really good at doing stuff like that, hitting him as he charges into us, and we're relatively fast, I guess. Fast enough. We could throw down some bombs to slow him down. This is one of the few runs where we haven't had any bomb items. It seems like you usually get like 1 kind of bomb item. Sad bombs, fire bombs, you know, remote detonator. I guess we're not done with our run yet, but still. Good. We got another orbital. And we also got another Eternal Heart, which I can't really do anything with. Alright, so I'm of 2 minds here. I'm rolling with Book of Revelations, by the way, instead of Satanic Bible. It's remarkable how much that happens, and you might just think I'm an idiot, but it's tied to the fact that I played so much vanilla, and the item switching in vanilla is faster. If we get Krampus's head, do we roll Satanic Bible or Krampus's head? We don't need to worry about it, which is actually a blessing in disguise, I'd say. I'm gonna go back. Well, now at this point, do I want to go back and get Satanic Bible? Because Book of Revelations is further charged. I am gonna go back and get Satanic Bible, even though I'm sacrificing basically 2/3 of a black or blue heart to get it. And I'm gonna do that because I think the offensive value of the black hearts is worth basically sacrificing 1 heart. It was stupid of me to not take Satanic Bible with me in the first place, but it would be even stupider, I think, to double down on that mistake. And we still have yet to improve our run, really, offensively. And I think we're pretty unlikely to get a deal with the devil on the next floor. It could happen, but I don't think it's super likely, so I'm hoping we get a really good angel room. Not angel room, sorry, a really good item room. There's too many rooms in Isengard. You know what, we got enough bombs that I feel okay about trying something like this. We got 2 turrets. That didn't give us anything. Alright. No big loss, but could have been better. Our winnable run is still buried here somewhere. 2 keys for that room. It's tempting, I'll admit. But I'm not sure. With only 2 keys remaining now, I can't really justify it. Can't really justify it yet. We'll see, though. Seem to be getting a necropolis like a whole hell of a lot. I was gonna say lately, but not even lately, just in general. Wouldn't be fair to say lately, because we only unlocked necropolis like 3 days ago. I mean, the game's only been out for a fucking week. Shouldn't be so self-conscious about not being, you know, good at it yet. But I am, and that's, you know, that's normal. People have accomplished some pretty amazing things in Rebirth already. So I'm in this weird position where, like, simultaneously, because I'm publishing so many videos of it, people are like, slow down there, Turbo, like, make sure you get some sleep. But also, like, the only runs I'm playing, with the exception of the PS4 stuff, is shown on YouTube. Let's just use Little Brimstone to murder these guys before they can actually get out. So, like, I'm simultaneously having people be like, you play too much Rebirth, but also I'm way behind. It's a very weird position to be in. I'm not trying to say it's a bad position to be in, but it's just like, you know, it's weird having people be like, you play too much, and then also, like, why haven't you found the secret yet? Not that people are, you know, disparaging me or anything like that. Just weird is what it is. Just weird. Now, Satanic Bible's ready. I probably shouldn't have used that, because, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I was going to go in here anyway. Doesn't give us anything of value. I hope I haven't missed the secret rooms. You know, we have had a lot of large rooms recently. Okay, so this is... Now I'm confused. Okay, we haven't been in here. That's a blessing that at least we know where to go here. Satanic Bible's already a third of, or half the way charged. We've been here. Oh, Curse of the Lost. I'm so sorry. We have not been here. I thought for sure. I had it backwards. I thought for sure we'd been here, but not the other place. Good. Little Brimstone is our ace in the hole here. Probably got lucky to not take damage there. Let's try to repeat that luck right now. With Lump of Coal, I guess we should try to stay as far away from the enemies as we can. Which is actually just, you know, good advice in general, but especially against these masks, too. Nice. Okay, there's a secret room. It is our regular secret room. Is there an item room here? We have not been to our item... I need to do this for myself, because otherwise I'll forget. We've not been to the item room, and we've not been to the shop. Remember that, because I don't want to leave this floor without going to one of those. Because if you don't give yourself every chance possible to succeed, it's your fault. If you give yourself every chance possible to succeed and the game fucks you, hey, you tried, the game decided no. You gotta give the game the chance to do what it's doing. Maybe, you know, the game's sitting there like crying its eyes out, and Edmund comes over, he says, well, game, why are you crying? We worked so hard on you. And then you say, well, Northernlion played a run, and he said I didn't give him anything good, but I was just waiting until the last item room to give him Polyphemus. And then he's like, don't cry, game. Northernlion he's just stupid sometimes. It's the truth. I can't. You know, I need damage. That much is true. But Book of Belial is not gonna do it for me. So, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go to the shop and I'm gonna buy that. I guess I won't even need to buy that battery because we're closing in on this anyway. So I believe that the boss chest, or the boss key, I believe it gives you more keys when you buy it. Oh yes. Oh, we do have enough bombs. It gives you more keys when you buy it, but also it causes more chests to drop, which isn't that good for us. Gemini, great item. It isn't that good for us because we're low on keys, but that's Cricket's head for a damage upgrade. Oh snap. Now that I think about it, we should take it because we have left hand. So if we get more chests, those chests, I'm trying to articulate as best as I can here. Those chests would also give us red chests, which would give us a better chance for spirit hearts, deal with the devil, transportations, etc., etc. So I'm happy to have Gemini. I'm happy to have Cricket's body. These are huge upgrades for us that could actually change the tone of this run. We still need an item room. But as is, that was... Who would have thought that the most important room on the run would end up being like, you know, just a random kind of like weird puzzly consumable heavy room. Very strange. That's Headless Baby. Headless Baby's pretty okay in my book. Creating that creep is nice. 48-hour energy. It's great, except for the fact that we can't use it yet. But we can use it to get to the HP cap for the floor. I'm trying to figure out where the hell the boss room could even be. Oh, it's right there, it turns out. Alright. So if we get hit, we will remember to drop Satanic Bible right away. Not drop, but use. You know, drop as in like drop the hottest mixtape. Okay. Oh! Good. Protocol has been followed. I don't know if we can leave the room after we fight Mom. You know, that's a holdover from Vanilla. I'm pretty sure we can't. Seem to remember that. This is over already, though. Alright. We got the negative, which is normal. We don't really want Book of Belial. I want to try something, though. Let's see if we can get this to pay out with, like, a deal with the devil item. We don't need the money for anything else, so, I mean, getting these keys is okay. I mean, there might be a judgment later or something like that, but I think this is worth a shot. It probably won't pay out with anything. We'll just blow it up at the end. Should have put it next to the statue. Maybe we could have been able to do something there, but... Alright. I do love that it's faster to gamble now. Well, we got some extra keys out of it. Let's go down to the next floor. Oh, I just knocked my seed card over. There we go. This is a winnable run. It's not... I'm not 100% sure that it's there yet, but the potential exists. It might even be there already. I'm just not sure. Gemini is so good. Not infested, every time, man. Headless Baby just ruins some bosses. Larry Jr. and Chubb amongst them. Satan occasionally as well. It does a little bit of extra damage at least. And Gemini is so good as well. I can't help but feel that we just need a little bit more damage, even though we got 1 damage upgrade semi-recently. You know, 1 damage upgrade does not a high damage run make. But defensively, I think, you know, Nun's Habit's Satanic Bible is okay. But it's easy to forget that, you know, the game gets super hard now. Like, I guess it's always been sort of there, but it gets crazy now. Even beating Satan is a crapshoot. Maybe that'll change as I get more experience, but for real, it seems like the game is harder than it's ever been. I'm gonna use another bomb to do this. 3 bombs instead of 1 key is still a pretty good trade for us. Even if we use too many, but whatever. Hey, we got a health upgrade. And the puberty card. Fantastic. Like, I keep basing my idea of the run strength on vanilla, and I'm like, yeah, we could totally, like, beat Satan with this in vanilla, but, you know, beating Satan is tougher just in terms of the enemy patterns in Rebirth. Maybe a lot of people think it's easier because you get... you get synergies more often, but, you know, the raw enemy itself is more difficult. Don't be one of those guys. Well, Rebirth is easier. I don't understand what people are complaining about. Like, not complaining, but what people are talking about. Mom's hard fight, I think, is actually easier. Have you seen a Mom's hard fight in vanilla? You throw down like 5 bombs, that shit's over. Don't be giving me that it's easier stuff. Well, we know that even if we lose some HP, it should be pretty easy to recover it. We've got a full Satanic Bible charge. And in addition to that, we've got some battery over there. Can't really do too much with that. Should probably stop trying to dodge into the spiders, huh? Like, I imagine that's bad for business. Red chests are working out pretty well. Maybe this is where we become Guppy and just run away with the run. Oh, you should be dead. Thank you. Secret room. Skinny Odd Mushroom. Absolutely will take it. I know it's a damage downgrade and even gives you like a a damage down multiplier on future damage down or damage ups, but it's worth it for the DPS, I think. Second secret room. If that was another guppy item, I was gonna cream my pants. So can today's youth clear something up for me? What does cream your pants mean? Here's the, when I was younger. Oh no, I think it's our first time fighting Conquest. But you know what? We may actually want to take White Pony instead of Satanic Bible. Wow, he's got a lot of those now. I say that because we don't have a use for Satanic Bible past the HP cap. I mean, we will if we start taking damage, which I assume that we will, but... Anyway, cream your pants. Let's talk about creaming your pants. The first time I heard the expression was when I was in 9th grade. I am going to take it, by the way. One of my friends said, hey, have you seen 1 Hour Photo? That scene in the hotel room will make you cream your pants. We're going to check out this room. So I said, cream your... It's like a sexual scene, right? So I was like, cream your pants. That must mean, you know, ejaculating. It makes sense. Cream. Cash rules everything around me. Etc., etc. But then also, I heard, you know, cream your pants also. He was like, no, that doesn't mean, you know, ejaculating, you idiot. Don't be gross. It means taking a shit. Was he right or was I originally right? Because now I've gone through. I'm a trusting person. I guess we'll take puberty. I don't think Bad Trip works with him. With Blue Baby, that is. I've gone through like the past 10 years thinking cream your jeans means shit in your pants. But then they're like, this skirt is so tight it'll make you cream your jeans. And I'm like, why would I shit in my pants because the skirt's tight? That doesn't make any sense. Do I have some kind of like inherent digestive problems? I don't know, man. Clear it up for me. I would like to know. I'm not going to give you any keys, my friend. We're going to beat Satan on this run. I think that's pretty much a foregone conclusion. It took one heck of a run to make it happen. But I'm just happy it has happened. Oh, that is okay, yeah. Well, one thing's for sure. I'm very happy that I did buy the dungeon key or the boss key with the red left hand. Seems very, very good. So many 48-hour energies. I still do miss Satanic Bible, but I hope you can understand why I didn't take it with us. Like, all of those items that give you extra HP, they reach their effectiveness cap at some point. I think we reached the cap there with Satanic Bible. And we're so much likely to, or so much less likely to take damage as a result of having, we don't really want any of these. As a result of having flying, that it seemed like kind of a no-brainer. But you may disagree. I could see myself, and I could see a lot of people choosing to stick with Satanic Bible, just as kind of like a, you know, risk aversion, basically. At the end of this floor, we'll go back and get to full HP, by the way. There are some, like, HP upgrades we can take. Oh, snap! Guppy's Collar. You know what? I'm going to use 48-hour energy here so we can, we have another 48-hour energy pill. But my thinking was I would use it right there and not take damage, and then I just didn't use it because I was talking about it. So, you know, I'm not a clever man. I don't think we need to use it against Loki. Let's just be happy that these batteries are down here. We can use them for harder rooms. Good stuff. Oh, you know what? I forgot that was not the last enemy. So, sure, we'll put some beams of light from heaven down. It didn't really do too much. I mean, we're tearing up Chubb pretty nicely. I wanted to kill him a little faster if possible. Whatever. Spirit Hearts? Ah, come on. We're very close to becoming Guppy as well. Something that I would legitimately feel no remorse for. Because I basically just want to make this game my B right now. We'll see what those pills do. But first, our boss room. We can leave after we fight in it, I think. Let's make sure little Brimstone gets its best chance, and then we'll do that right there, and... that was not very good, but that turret's gonna die. Then we'll use the beams of light from heaven. How is it? It's okay. You know, I'm cognizant of the fact that we could throw this. I thought it was a one run, but again, I'm kind of underestimating. I'm underestimating how tough the game gets in its final floors. Even through to Mom's Heart, it gets a little trickier than it used to. So we're going not to... no health down. No paralysis. It's just the same pill over and over. Okay. We're going to Satan, just because we need the Satan kill. Was there not like an HP upgrade? Yeah, there it is. And I thought maybe there was a spirit heart somewhere that we didn't pick up. Was there not? I thought there was, though. Yeah, but I thought there was, though. There's no, like, balls of steel or something I'm missing out on? Oh, you know what? Well, there's this guy. Bam! Butt penny. It's bad. Super not worth it. 1 bomb for all that. Okay, well, should be looking for tinted rocks. Let's just focus on survival. I think we can do it. We don't... Oh, do we have a health upgrade pill or something? Explosive diarrhea. Health down. The health up... What's better? 48 hour... 48 hour energy is probably better, but I was thinking the health downgrade would become a health upgrade if we got down to 1 HP. So it would be like a last-ditch kind of usage thing we can make use of. I should be looking for tinted rocks, but again, I oftentimes just don't know what the tinted rocks look like. Down to Shoal, not up to the cathedral. Should be able to do this. Should be is the key word here. You know, we're gonna get in some tough rooms here. And I would hate to lose this knowing we were either one good item or decent item and just better play away from actually having a win. We're one dark bum away from having, like, the inability to die as well, but that's par for the course, isn't it? Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna need you to pop up, please. Then let little Brimstone do what little Brimstone do. Thank you. With so many red chests, you'd expect maybe some more spirit hearts. I gotta try because of the whole Guppy situation. Oh, man. Yes, I will take it. Even though it's our last floor. How much damage are we doing now? It's gotta be nuts. Pirate walked into a bar with a steering wheel in his pants. They said, what are you doing there? And he says, oh, it's driving me nuts. I don't remember the exact punchline, but you caught the gist of it. The pentagram, I'm just gonna tell you, I think that was an irresponsible decision, but I think it's a fun decision. And I think there's a chance that it might be the right decision as well. It's definitely the right decision if we don't take damage. If there ends up being a wrong decision on this run, I think it will actually come down to getting rid of Satanic Bible. But the other thing that I wanted to point out... Ooh, thank you. The other thing I wanted to point out is that all of our hearts except for that new one are black hearts. So every time we take damage, we are gonna, you know, make the game pay for it a little bit. Which I think is the other thing that tilts the balance a little bit, in our favor. I'm not trying to sandbag. Like, you might be saying, Northernlion, this is a 1-run. Stop playing it up like it's not a 1-run. Okay, you know, I hear you. I've lost like 6 in a row, though, so you have to cut me some slack on that. And it's not inconceivable that this run could be lost. We only have to get hit 6 times. On the whole floor. Oh, lost contact, shielded tears. Pretty good. Man, Crack the Sky. I mean, this is White Pony, but it's the effect from Crack the Sky. It's still so bad. I feel like Lost Contact is, it's not gonna make an enormous difference in our chances here. I'm happy to have it, though. Don't get me wrong. Finally, I thought there was actually one more left. Well, Gemini should tear these guys up. Why am I hanging out in the middle when I can fly? Oh, never mind. I was like, I can fly over the rocks, but there you go. So can Fistula parts now. Just some spirit hearts, please. Okay, well, we're so close. We're so close. Bad trip. No, we'll roll 48 hour energy. And we'll use it on the fight so that we can actually get the batteries in here if we need them. Drop a bomb. Then get ready for little Brimstone. Shielded Tears does make the bullet hell sections a lot easier, so I'm expecting that, like, the Satan-y part of the Satan fight is not going to be so bad. As usual, it's probably going to come down to the feet, but I think we got a win here, and finally, we'll get whatever this unlock is. Took me way longer than I'm, you know, happy to admit. Comfortable to admit, I guess I should say. I don't think we're going to be using... you know what? We might actually use the foot a little bit on the... or we might use the pony a little bit on the foot part of the fight, so why don't we... save this for now. Alright, it's looking like a win is pretty much inevitable here. Did we get the negative? Like, we could go down and fight the lamb, right? I guess we'll give it a try. Mostly I'm just happy to get the Satan kill. But I guess we might as well try to push it further if we can. I don't think we're going to do it. But it would be nice. It's like, where are the feet? It's still, like, not written in stone. Ah, it's done. There we go. We even got a spirit heart back. We earned it. Not the ending. Okay, we did unlock the Forget Me Now, which I'm very excited about. I don't really like the Forget Me Now that much, but we unlocked it. Alright, guppy items. Guppy items. Guppy items. Maybe a guppy item? It's like paralysis and, yeah, puberty. Great. Okay, well, I think we lose here. I'm super not happy about the idea of fighting 3 Dark Ones on the same floor. This is what I mean. Like, you gotta be OP to beat the game at this point, man. Why are we complaining about OP-ness? Okay, that didn't come out the way I wanted it to. You're fighting 3 bosses on, like, every room. You gotta be OP by this point. Ooh. Tomo, it's okay, buddy. It's just a video game. You don't have to be scared. Hello. How you doing, cat? Pretty good? Yeah, that's good. How's your day going so far? Just sleepy, huh? Yeah, now what else is new? Spirit hearts. Okay, really good luck with these red chests on this floor. Gotten a lot of spirit hearts, in case you didn't notice. Also, I've gone blind. Why are the spirit hearts exploding next to me? Spirit hearts, maybe? Maybe get some spirit. No? Okay. Well, as far as, you know, rooms on this floor go, this is probably about as easy as it gets. It also gives us a tarot card. Hoping maybe we get the Hierophant there, but knowing how the joke has gone on this floor, we'll ask for the Hierophant and get the tower. Or Bob's rotten head. No, that's actually potentially a good card. Maybe Joker? 2 of clubs? Okay. Well, it is bombs, so they still found a way to crack a joke out of it, but we also got a spirit heart. Alright. Fair enough. This is actually a pretty easy room right now. You get 2 OP in Isaac. Well, you have to get OP enough so that the Mask of Infamy is an easy room. Flies, okay. Double Teratoma, that's like our easy room. Along with Mask of Infamy, I guess. You might be thinking, why did I use the spacebar item effect right there? If you are thinking that, so am I. I thought that was Tomo for a second. Alright, we're probably gonna die on this room. Seems like Double Fallen gets a disproportionate number of our deaths. But I'm very happy with this run regardless. We got our Satan kill that we've been waiting for so long. Unlocked an item, and I don't have to touch Blue Baby for a while. I can focus on some of the other characters. Oh, we're not dead? We're dead, right? Yeah, we're dead. But we respawned thanks to Guppy's Collar. Well, we're not going into that room again. So, yeah, this run is actually totally won now, because all we have to do is beat the lamb without taking a single hit. Which is very easy. I'm being a little sarcastic, though. Just a little bit sarcastic, though. We are still alive, and this is a partially amazing fact to me right now. Well, this room should be easy to finish, then. Hopefully we get some freaking spirit hearts here. Oh my god! Maybe a brief glimpse of a hope at survival? Try to put a bomb in the center. Took out one of them. I thought maybe we'd get a chain reaction going. Now it's the most dangerous part of any Isaac run. Because I'm starting to get that hope in my heart, you know? The idea that, hey, maybe this shit isn't totally lost. It's totally lost, self. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. And maybe, just maybe, if it works out, then you can be pleasantly surprised. I'm normally not a cynic, believe it or not. Oh, never mind. I'm a cynic. No, I'm normally not a cynic. I'm usually optimistic, but yeah, I didn't think that run was going anywhere. But in any case, thanks for watching. I'm not going to restart this run. If you... now I want to see what was in that room. But in any case, if you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out an enormous deal. Thanks in advance. Oh, post-Isaac stretch. For the incredible support you've shown the series so far. It means the world to me. I'm glad so many of you are enjoying playing along with me. Subscribe if you want to see more Isaac on a regular basis. And as always, thanks for watching.